between us, there is need to formalize our agreement through the signing of a memorandum, MOU, between us now, between UNHCR and the County Assembly of Garissa. A structured partnership will strengthen coordination, collaboration, and mutual support in advancing inclusive governance and sustainable development. Therefore, it's my humble appeal that the journey that we have already started now should culminate into a formal or a structured engagement anchored on a MOU. And that is, I'm sure, something that we will all look forward to and will help us actually in whichever way, because we need to strengthen our collaboration through an MOU. Areas of potential partnership between us today is my humble appeal that we need to support the World Youth Civic Champions program. We have got assembly actually, the way you are now, the 6 and 195. These are critical articles that mandate us as an assembly in the Constitution of Kenya 2010 to exercise legislative speaking laws that govern the county, for that matter, but in line with the Danish Constitution. Our oversight in terms of ensuring that there is prudent use of resources that we allocate ourselves, we appropriate, that's the right word, appropriate budgets. We approve all the plans, all the development plans of the county executive. We actually approve the members of all the, what they call the county executive committee, CECs, yeah? Those who are running the departments. It's the assembly that approves them. All positions, including even the board that employs and hires for the county executive, is approved by the assembly, and therefore the assembly stands a very important role, in particular that of oversight, making the necessary laws and ensuring that people are, the voices of the people are represented. About 2 million people of Garissa cannot come to the assembly, and they are represented by wards, and these wards are 30 in number, and they are elected through universal suffrage, and they represent, and the DAP, which hosts now that number of refugees for the 3 decades or more, is represented by a member who is part of this assembly, and therefore the voices of the people of the DAP now again with the integration, the refugees are represented by that member in particular, but also the members in, because they all belong to every part of Garissa now. With the integration, I'm sure it's envisaged to give them a space across the county. And therefore, that is our role. We have been very aggressive in ensuring that partnership takes a center stage in our governance structures. We have taken, as I told you before, we have taken a very strategic and deliberate move to include the refugees' concerns, plight, aspirations in our discourse, legislative discourse, in the sense that we were able to change, include the refugees. I wish we could have copies of the standing orders, whereby we have a schedule where the petition is, whatever, the refugees can petition the assembly on matters of their interest, unlike before. And I think that is in line with the Integration Act 2021. The Assembly conducts its committees, its business in committee forms, as I told you. These committees' function is to ensure that the interests of the people of Garissa County is taken care of. But of great importance of interest to me and the Assembly leadership is that the mandate, there's a committee called Peace and Special Programs. But now with integration in our mind, or at hand, we decided now even to expand the mandate of that committee to include refugee affairs, thereby enhancing the legislative oversight and promoting inclusive service delivery to both the host community and the refugees. So that committee called Special Programs now includes peace, cohesion, and the special programs. Now we have included the refugee affairs. We have also, the Assembly has also dedicated Directorate for Strategic Partnership and Inclusivity to provide technical backstopping on partner coordination, mainstreaming, inclusivity, and championing refugee rights in the Assembly. They may not be elected to have their representative here, but the Assembly, knowing its role as the voice of the masses, the refugees now are not left behind, and we have now a directorate particularly dedicated to ensuring inclusivity and matters of championing refugee rights among other minorities. Now, to facilitate an area-based service delivered in line with the Shrika Plan and Garissa GESDEP, which is the Garissa Integrated Socio-Economic Development, the Assembly approved recently we have approved a charter, service charter, or the Assembly approved charter establishing the Dadaab Hagadera municipality and vetted and approved the municipal board. I'm sure that is of interest to you as well. That is where now the refugees are hosting space. The Assembly is currently also considering the IDEP, that is the Integrated Development Plan for the municipality, that's Hagadere and the Hagadere municipality, IDEP, to provide a comprehensive planning framework for both the host community and refugees. And therefore, definitely, when you're looking into that in the spatial plan and the economic plan, definitely the Assembly, you need to take cognizance of the role of the Assembly in terms of not only approving but even oversighting whatever is going to be approved. Therefore, to strengthen now the municipal governance, the Assembly enacted the Garissa County Financing of Cities and Urban Areas Act 2026. Just a week ago, the governor assented to a bill that we passed here that will, compel or give the executive the mandate to finance the municipalities as a different entity now, as an entity on their own. Probably the clerk will shed more legislative, the right words for that. But that's very important. That they are able now, the municipalities now, are able now to plan on their own, approve their plans, do their revenue collection, manage their resources at Hagadere and the Dadaab. We have Masalani in Ijara, we have Balambala, we have Burra in Fafi, we have Garissa Township, we have Mudogashe. So we have about 7 municipalities now. 6 of them created under the leadership, under current leadership. 6 of them, I think, approved by this assembly. Yeah, vetted, approved by this assembly. This now act, which we just passed and which was assented to by the governor, provides the legal framework for municipalities to generate and utilize their own source revenue. So they will be able, instead of now depending on the exchequer or depending on the county, they are able at their own source now generate and utilize, plan now on how to use to make the lives of the people who reside there better. Now, to communicate these achievements, my office, together with that of the clerk, approved a technical mission to Dadaab, Hagadera municipality, to sensitize refugees, strategic partners, and the municipalities on the gains made by the Assembly. I'm sure they had made a courtesy call, and I was extremely impressed by the way the head of office really received them, called all the stakeholders in a very short period, very short time, and that was very encouraging to us. We do not take that. I'm sure you will take up from there very swiftly.
afternoon, and it's an honor to be here with you this afternoon. My name is Enoch Chala. I'm the head of South Hospital. We met with a number of you last week in the diving visit what brought us here today.
Good afternoon, I'm Charles Sandera. I'm also happy to be back. We were here last time on the Jericho Flight, and we had a very good exchange, and we hope we proceed with the same partnership. Thank you.
In addition to overseeing the political side, but also